And we back. Now today's video, we're doing the one-person rebuilding challenge. Now you're probably thinking, Kenny, how can you rebuild a team with just one player? I know it's confusing, right? I'm super excited for it. Now when it comes to the My League community, original ideas are hard to come by, and I hope and I pray that nobody has done this. I've looked around, nobody has. It's something that popped into the brain. I was like, I have to do it. One player only rebuild. So let me break it down for you. I'm gonna start off my team with one singular player. I guess it's kind of obvious. And I got to turn that team into a championship team. Very simple stuff. But the first thing we have to decide is, how do we get our player? Y'all should have known it was going to be a wheel. So this wheel has all 30 NBA teams. You're going to spin it one time. Whatever team we land on, I get to pick one player from that team. For example, if we get the Lakers, I can pick LeBron. Or if we pick the Hornets, I can pick like Terry Rozier or something. I don't know. Hopefully we don't have to make that decision. But we have to spin. And this is the most important spin of my life. Now this here is the biggest spin in my life. I gotta keep it a buck with y'all. So the team that we're gonna be picking from is the 76ers. Oh my God, I thought I got the Magic. The 76ers is so much better. I'm going with Joel Embiid. So here we are. Joel Embiid is our one player. So technically you always need at least 11 players on your roster, but these guys are all 40 overalls with shot tendencies of 25, which is the lowest it gets. Now there are a few things we can do to start this rebuild. We can A, go over to free agency, pick up some of these guys and build a team that way, or B, which is what we're gonna do, we're trading Joel Embiid. I'm sorry he's on the team for 10 seconds, but Joel Embiid, and my idea is I'm gonna trade Joel Embiid for 2 good players. Then I'm gonna trade one of those 2 good players for 2 other good players. Then trade one of those 2 players to, so basically we continue to do this ladder until we're at the top of the top. Now we have to see what team has 2 good pieces to trade us Joel Embiid, and I'm not seeing anything spectacular. Like, this is the best trade offer there is right here. CJ and Jusuf Nurkic. CJ and Jusuf Nurkic are 2. I'm doing that one. I ain't got to think twice about it. Okay, so that's our deal. So next, I'm going to flip Jusuf Nurkic. So Jusuf Nurkic in that first round pick, because y'all got to remember, this first round pick is valuable because our team has 40 overalls on it. So maybe instead, that trade is ridiculous. Wow, trade number 4 is crazy. But instead of using Trade Finder, should I just build my own trade? Because if I'm using that first round pick, I am pretty certain that we can get like a crazy return. We just gotta find the right team. For some reason, the Nuggets are always rebuilding. And of course, we're living in the fantasy world. So do I take advantage of the Nuggets being rebuilding and try to get Jokic? Any other team out there that I would try to steal their best player? I'm not seeing much, man. Devin Booker is not a player I want, at least not right now. He always finds his way on my team, though. But that was a 2K19. 2K20 has been different. I haven't got Devin Booker on my team not one time in 2K20 yet. So he's got some crazy trade value, as you would probably expect. But it's only 4-star value when we compare it to Jusuf Nurkic. He's a valuable asset. But they're not saying he's untouchable, which is beautiful. Can I literally do this? No, okay. I knew it was going to take more. I'll give you this 40. No, they didn't want the 40 overall players. But we got picks, man. 2 first-round picks. Jusuf Nurkic gets the job done. I'm telling you, if you've taken any tips from me when it comes to rebuilding teams, look for teams that are selling or rebuilding and snag their best players. Now, I feel pretty good about my team so far. But we're going to have to flip CJ because we don't have any other trade assets right now. So as much as I would love to keep CJ on this team, he's got to go. 87 overall, making about $27 million a year. We can find 2 good players to replace that. That would be ideal. So I think we're going to do this deal for Jrue Holiday and Derek Favors. Now, there were better deals out there, but they were only for one player. And a 1-for-1 doesn't help me in this situation because I'm trying to build my roster. So, okay, I'm going to try this trade without the first-round pick. They want that first, which makes sense. Instead, I'll give you this second. They still want to unprotected. They're trying to throw me another player. Okay, 4 second-round picks. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 second-round picks. Those picks mean nothing to me. Okay, so now we can flip Derek Favors and a first. We only got 3 firsts left. So these last couple trades, not these last, because we still got a lot of trades to go. But these next couple trades are super important. Like, I would love to pull this trigger for Chris Middleton. But again, we need to do a 2-person deal. Otto and Thad Young, nah. Marcus Smart, and Enes Kanter. I don't hate that one. Buddy Hield and Bogdanovic is the easy deal. Two good players right there. So next, Bogdanovic has to be moved. And we don't have many picks. So we have to hope that somebody's really super excited about Bogdanovic and they'll just give me two good players. I'm crazy for doing this deal, but I want that first round pick. I want that first round pick. I think it's going to come in handy right now when we do this next deal. So Jrue Holiday, a first round pick, and a 40 overall for Chris Paul and Gallinari. They want another first. They're giving me Eric Moreland. Like, that's supposed to sweeten the pot. Deal. All right, deal. So with that deal right there, Chris Paul is now a point guard. We need a shooting guard. Our bench is just Eric Moreland at this point. Zach LaVine and Otto Porter for Chris Paul. That last first round pick in Langston Galloway. That's why we did that deal, because I knew I could flip Chris Paul. Now, Zach LaVine and Buddy Hield don't really pair well together, so one of them has to get traded. But now we actually have a small forward that we can trust in Otto Porter. We have a power forward we can trust in Gallinari. Even though I think if I make Gallinari a small forward, this overall only goes up by 1. Buddy Hield can't run point guard. Zach LaVine can't really run point guard either. Gallinari is being traded for Clint Capella and Ben McLemore at a trade exception deal. Now I'm going to make our boy Jokic a power forward. You see that overall boost? He's going to be the best power forward in the NBA right now. I'll take that. And right now, I'm stuck right now because my team is decent. The starting five is decent. But y'all know it takes so much more to win in 2K20 than 2K19. This is a team I'll be like, let's go. But we have no bench. So we have to make our bench work, which means that Zach LaVine or Buddy Hield has to be moved for 2 players, one of them being the starter and one of them has to be a bench player. Which one would I rather keep? Y'all know which one I'd rather keep because I'm a Bulls fan. So Buddy Hield, I'm going to look at. But if nothing's out there for Buddy Hield, he's only making $4 million a year. I may have to trade Zach LaVine. Zach LaVine for Eric Bledsoe and a first round pick. Hate the trade, but that was the best we can do because that first round pick, we pair it with Ben McLemore. We should be able to get a good bench player. We should be able to. Robin Lopez. And Enes Kanter's a good bench player. And Enes Kanter, or we could get 2 good bench players in Taj Gibson and Reggie Bullock. And I think that may be the deal we do. We get the 2-for-1 deal, or we get the 2 first-round picks. See, this is why I want to do this rebuild because it sounds super simple. Hey, keep getting assets and flip them. That's the main thing about this channel. But you have to make the right deals. If you make one bad deal, then the whole thing is scrapped. 2 first-round picks, Eric Bledsoe for Ben Simmons. Was that the smartest deal? Probably not, because it doesn't help our depth at all. But we just got another all-star player to be on our team. That marks 2 all-star players, 2 crazy facilitators on the same team. I'm going to trade Otto Porter for Marcus Morris and Bobby Portis, 2 players that I think can help us. I don't know if I make Marcus Morris a small forward, his overall goes up, which is cool. But now, after that trade, that puts us in a situation where we actually have a good bench player, even though we're about to trade him to try to get 2 good bench players. So we're back to that deal for Taj Gibson and Reggie Bullock. We're basically just sending Bobby Portis back to New York, but it had to be done. All right, so that gives us 2 role players. Y'all see how we're going now? We're starting to build our bench with Taj Gibson, Reggie Bullock. We really just need a 9-man rotation, right? So we need 4 bench spots. So if I can get, because Taj Gibson can play, oh, they don't even have his secondary position as a power center. So I guess we need a backup center and a backup like point guard because Reggie Bullock can run shooting guard as small forward. So those are our last trades for a backup point guard and a backup center, and then we're ready. Unrelated here, but we're gonna get 1 overall better with Josh Richardson. I like Josh Richardson a little bit more, not a little bit more, a lot more than Marcus Morris. So that's a deal that we can do. But I've been looking around. I don't know if we're gonna be able to make those last couple deals I was talking about. Taj for a first and Mo Harkless. We're getting that first round pick because the trades are so hard to do because we don't have picks, right? When you throw in an extra pick, it just adds a little flair to the trade. Things are coming full circle. Jrue Holiday's coming back to the team, man. We're just tearing up this league. Now, I made Ben Simmons a small forward because it's overall so much better. I'm going to have Jrue Holiday run our point as of right now. And this is how we're looking. Defensively, we look stacked with Jrue Holiday, Ben Simmons, and Clint Capella. Our bench is still struggling, but it is getting a bit better. Mo Harkless, Reggie Bullock, and Mike Muscala right now. All right, 2 more trades, I promise. Bradley Beal for Jrue Holiday because we're gonna need scoring on this team. I just realized we don't really have that except for Buddy Hield, who now we're about to trade for a point guard. Hopefully, that's the plan. Try to bring in a good point guard. He doesn't even have to be a great point guard. Just give me a good point guard, somebody. Monte Morris and Malik Beasley. Okay. Freddie. Okay. De'Aaron Fox. We sending Buddy Hield back to Sacktown. This is giving up our depth, but I'm cool with that for right now because we're looking at De'Aaron, Bradley, Ben, Jokic, Capella, and we're going to go into free agency and we're going to sign a backup PG. So we got to release one of these trash dudes, go to free agency. Sean Livingston just retired in real life, so let's try to get him one last ring before it's all said and done. Sean Livingston, welcome to the squad. And 8-man rotation? Are we doing 8-man? Well, first, let's find out what system fits us best. Space and pace works well with our team, and that makes sense. Or 7 seconds. So let's find a coach that space and pace or 7 seconds. Let's go with this guy instead of the guy that actually makes the 2K ratings. So that's our coach. 8-man rotation. I think we're ready. So let's get to Simmons games. I know that took forever. But remember, we started this team off with Joel Embiid only. And this is what we turned into. 30 trades later. Let's actually count how many trades we did. 18 total trades. Started off with Embiid for CJ and Nurkic. And it ended up with the team we have now. So I'm going to simulate. And we'll see if we're good or not. 66, 67 wins. 67 of them. Great. But that means nothing. We've had teams with this good of a record that didn't win a championship. So as cool as it is, I would love to see the championship first. Our coach, Oliver Gordon, wins Coach of the Year. Anybody on our squad making all NBA team? 2, Ben Simmons and Jokic. We'll take a look at their stats in a little bit. I like that. You know, usually when you have a team that's stacked, right, they don't be giving you those all NBA type things. So let's see what type of numbers they put up. Bradley Beal led us in scoring at 25 points per game. That's exactly why we brought him in. Then we had Ben Simmons and Jokic sharing the playmaking roles. Ben Simmons averaged 7.5 assists. Jokic averaged 8 assists. 60% from the field from Ben Simmons, and he made a 3-pointer. Wow, I'm so proud of my guy. My small forward, I'm so proud of you. Then we got De'Aaron Fox, who averaged 19 and 7. We distributed the ball like crazy. 3 players on our team averaged about 8 assists each, which is dope. Clint Capella did his role, you know, getting some buckets and rebounding the ball heavy off the bench. Bielitsa played pretty well. You know, he shot 39%, I guess. Sean Livingston, big role. You know, you ain't got to retire. Ekpe Udoh's a guy we signed just because we didn't have enough roster spots. And this guy, and Joakim Noah. Hold on. When did Joakim Noah get on my team? I didn't sign him. I signed Ekpe Udoh. But I'm not tripping over having Joakim Noah on my team, man. Joakim's one of my favorite of all time. So, all right. So, playoff time. Here we are. Of course, I need my guys. Look at my top 4. All on fire. Who are we going against in the first round? Chicago. Now, we made some trades. A bunch of trades. And with those trades, I don't really know what the Bulls look like anymore. So, the Bulls have Chris Paul, Larry Marketing. Same team except for we took Otto Porter and Zach LaVine for them, of course. Right. But we should be able to beat that team. Well, no, we shouldn't be able to. We should destroy that team. No games. No games lost. We're going to go into the next round completely rested. And we're going to beat the Celtics next. That's the plan. At least you know how 2K goes. But that's the plan. The Celtics team, I don't think we made a trade with them. I was close to pulling the trigger for Marcus Smart and Nance Cantor. But in the last video, Marcus Smart burned me so bad, I ain't even want him on the video today. But now we're going against Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. Right now, our small forward is Ben Simmons to guard Kevin Durant. I'm cool with that. And De'Aaron Fox on Kyrie Irving. De'Aaron Fox is a decent defender. But guard Kyrie is going to be a handful. Whoa! I didn't expect him to have his defense so high. I thought the fact that he was so young, they were going to... Whoa! Clamps bronze. Okay. Maybe he might be able to... Nobody's stopping Kyrie Irving. But he may slow him down a little bit. We're up 2-1, 3-1. And we're in the finals. Let's go. So Kyrie and Kevin Durant both did their things, as you could probably expect, but I guess it was not enough. It was not enough. Man, Kyrie actually really got down. Wow. Yeah, but it did not matter. We're in the finals against LeBron and Anthony Davis, the team we always face in the finals. We have some decent success, but we also have times where they kill us. So let's go through this. Game 1 is a win. Game 2 is a win. Game 3 is a win. We swept them. Ben Simmons hit a 3 in the finals, 12%, which means that he was actually taking them. Anyway, he averaged 25, 10, and 10. Somebody tweeted at me, as long as you have Ben Simmons on your team when you're rebuilding, you will win a championship. And so far, that looks like the truth. Which game did he hit a 3 in? Oh, 0 for 0 there. 1 for 4. 0 for 3, which means that he's taking 0 for 1. Wow, that's insane. He didn't make any of his free throws this game either. Regardless, the one player only rebuilding challenge is over. We were successful. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to leave it a like. Now, I don't upload on Sundays, so I'll be back on Monday for a fresh set of videos. If you missed any of the videos from this week, I uploaded 6 days in a row. Wow. I'm very impressed. Go watch all those videos. Nothing but bangers coming out of here. If you enjoyed it, leave it a like. It's been Kenny. Peace.